Let me turn this down here. I'm watching our illustrious president there. There he is from Temple, Arizona. Then lawmakers are debating the looming shutdown. Of course, earlier I was watching the circus on the impeachment hearings, and so uh, I wanted to pretty much address that today in a conversation. I find it amusing how when they were doing this for Donald Trump, um, what, a couple of times last time, 4 years ago, every channel, every media outlet, ABC, CBS, NBC, PBS, you name it, everybody was broadcasting. I had to go look because I don't have cable TV, but I do have Amazon Prime here and Roku, so I can go to live news, and there are channels there. There's like a Fox Live channel, and I think there's a couple other that were having to be broadcasting that, so I caught it. Otherwise I would have been oblivious to it. And to me, I find that fascinating because prove it proves a point that they have two types of uh, justice and two types of, I guess, media here. One that wants to provide you the real news as it happens, maybe, uh, or just whatever is convenient. And then the other side, which would be the fake news, such as Donald started calling them, that that is so left wing and so one sided and biased that they ignore what does not fit the narrative of the Democratic Party. As I listen to all these clowns, both from the left and both from the right, okay, on this impeachment inquiry, is what they call it. It's an inquiry. So basically, they're trying to discuss what they see and what they have, and are going to be um, asking for more information because a lot of this information apparently has been buried, has been covered up over the years, and sadly enough, the media is mute about it. The mainstream so-called fake news media is absolutely silent. The commentary by most of the Democrats, I find it ridiculous because the the points that are being made and the information that's being brought out clearly points out one way and one way, uh, and that is that yes, the president utilized the office to influence his, influence the Chinese, the Ukrainians, and the people that his son was being compensated millions of dollars for. Um, the vice president himself on a interview that took place while he was vice president concerning the firing of a uh, attorney general in Ukraine. He basically withheld and warned them and threatened to withhold funding that was already appropriated to the country if they did not fire someone within the government. And that's influencing directly uh, the corrupt government uh, of Ukraine. And when people have issues with the the billions of dollars, the billions with a B, hundreds of billions of dollars that have been provided by Joe Biden's administration, okay, to Ukraine over the past 3 years, you begin to wonder if he is paying favors. This is taxpayer money here that we don't have, and it's being appropriated on a conflict that's taking place in a foreign country um, that's known to be corrupt. You see, and the problem that many people have is they're questioning this, and somehow or another, it's like, wow, we are wacko because we're questioning this, because we are paying exorbitant prices for utilities, for electricity, for food, for fuel, for insurance, for everything virtually. It continues to increase. And by the same time, we are absorbing 3.5 million illegal immigrants that are coming into our nation, utilizing our resources, healthcare, housing, food stamps, SNAP, all of that, while the citizens of the U.S. starve and are literally um, many getting addicted to drugs, living on the streets, dying. Children are being trafficked across the border, and the president is absolutely silent about it. And so is the Democratic Party. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it and how you would propose that this gets resolved. We had a border uh, protection in place before Joe Biden took office, and he basically has dismantled uh, millions and millions of dollars of infrastructure that was already placed and was ready to go and set cameras, surveillance equipment, um, fencing. There were contracts already in place, and we've had to pay for these contracts still, and yet not implement the security, basically tearing down the work that was already done. Um, it is a shame, and it is a shameful situation. We are in a crisis situation at the moment, and basically, Joe Biden and the Democratic administration, uh, uh, in cahoots with the fake news media, is ignoring the situation. Um, I feel, I feel for the people from Venezuela. I feel for the people in all of the Latin American countries. But these um, issues were self-created. They voted communist people in place to run these crooked companies, these crooked, basically, they're crooked countries for the most part, corrupt, and that is trickling to our whole own nation here. We are having corruption and a different system of justice in our nation as we speak. Crazy. Anyway, I love to hear the commentary. I'm going to go back and take a look. I don't know about this looming shutdown, but they already had some kind of agreement in the Senate that they were going to fund another, I don't know how many billions of dollars again for Ukraine, and people are up in arms over that. Um, and other issues recently, some of the horrendous uh, actions by some people. Uh, those two black teenagers, and I think a Hispanic teenager that ran over a white uh, retired police chief. If that is not national news that deserves coverage, I don't know what else is. But you know, nobody's really talking about stuff like that. There was people that are getting beat up on the street. They showed a video of two black men running after a white man in Chicago on an alleyway where they beat the absolute living crap out of this white guy, okay, and stole his backpack and just waltzed. This is in the plain in the daylight, and so dividing our nation has become a big business by big media, and they only cover what they want, and they only talk about one thing and one thing only that suits their narrative. Black Lives Matter is a known terrorist organization that has ripped off and stolen uh, millions and millions of dollars from people and corporations. And these people believe that these are legitimate organizations. It's a sad, sad state of affairs, you know. One of the questions they had here in this hearing, because they kept bringing over and back and forth about uh, the differences in the justice system, is that they talk about the people that were protesting on January 6th, yet there were no fires set to my knowledge. There was no real destruction and chaos like there was in Seattle and Minnesota and all of the other cities where they literally burned buildings, businesses, courthouses, police stations, set cars on fire, and no one, not a single person, was prosecuted. Not a word, nobody. And the Black Lives Movement, okay, or the Antifa movement had to do a single day in prison or jail or has been prosecuted in any way. There's plenty of video footage, there's plenty of camera footage. The FBI has all of that information, yet they chose to go and look for video footage, camera information. They checked out all the Verizon and AT&T, and T, and if you happen to be in the Capitol, they were investigating you, your accounts, and everything there was, whether you were inside the Capitol or not. You already part of the. You've been tagged, my friend. But the criminals that burned the buildings down up in Minnesota, and the people that beat up and killed people trying to protect their properties and so forth, those were not even touched. You know, I remember that young man that went over there. I guess that there was a big trial about him. I even forget his name now, but he had gone over there with an M16 and was trying to guard some friend's dealership or something like that. And somehow or another, all these criminal riding terrorists from Black Lives Matter went over there, and he protected himself and killed one or two and wounded the other, and they went after him hard, but I guess he was justified in doing what he did. But God forbid if you called for justice and you called for these rats like the two individuals that just beat that white man up on the alley, and you're going to tell me that you can't find out who these two scumbags are? They walked all over. There's video footage of them everywhere. Now, if they had an ounce of courage and guts in Chicago, I'm sure there's plenty of people who know who these uh, 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 rodents are. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go with that, and but just to let you know that yes, there is an impeachment inquiry as we speak taking place in Capitol Hill. Okay, but you will not see or hear anything about it on the fake news media, ABC, CBS, NBC, and they will not broadcast anything as such. CNN is not broadcasting, MSNBC is not broadcasting it. Uh, Unbelievable. To me, it just seems crazy. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, is what they say, but not in this case. With that, we'll leave you folks. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to the channel here, Law Television. Got a website, lawtelevision.org. I'm trying to grow this little by little. Here on our first day setting up our machine at home this time. There it is, set up, ready to go for my dialysis, which will be 8 hours tonight. So got the two bags set up in there, and I should be connecting here later on this evening, and we'll see how it goes. Because the ones that I've been doing during training, it's been like 4 hours. But this is overnight, while I sleep, if I can sleep, because I normally don't. I've not been able to sleep very good lately. I got good news. Got a call from the Mayo Clinic in Jacksonville. Um, so I was accepted to be checked out uh, and put on their transplant list there because I'm listed currently at the Advent transplant list here in Orlando, and it'll be 2 years in December that I've been listed on that transplant list. And I tried asking the other day if they had an idea how long, but I guess I'm still not on the top 20%. So they, I'm just, he said another couple of years maybe, if that. So I'm hoping that pans out. I would have to travel to Jacksonville though for about a week, so they can do all the testings. And what's interesting is you're duplicating all these testings. They got to do the testings that they did here in Orlando, and then they'll accept some of them. They won't accept others, and who knows? My wife just walked into the room, so I got to get out of here, and I'll let you go. Here is the hearing continues on Fox. Gonna go back and see, they're talking about the Maui wildfires now. That's that's another thing. They've ripped these people out of their homes out in Maui. Basically, they're stealing their land in Maui, and nobody seems to care. You got Oprah Winfrey over there, who's a billionaire, asking people to donate money when she could just open half her wallet and pay for everybody's stuff. But no, she has to go out and start begging for money from people. It's sad. People in Maui, that their houses were all destroyed. They didn't even warn them The fire department didn't even show up. They allowed half of this town that apparently corporations are looking to buy cheap house properties to burn down. And they finally allowed them to go and return this week to see their burned down remains. Very, very sad indeed. But yeah, we can send money to Ukraine though. That's really important. We can provide them with weapons, and we can, uh, and we'll guarantee you that Ukraine is not a corrupt nation because they have never. I mean, God forbid, that we know exactly what they're doing with that money, don't we? They don't even have that in place. They don't even know what they do with the billions of dollars that we've given them. Insane. Share, like, and subscribe, and thank you again for watching. Don't mean to bore you. Comment. Don't forget to comment and post your opinions. Adios. God bless. What are we supposed to be celebrating this month now? I should talk about this a little. How is a because I get offended by the word Hispanic because it's manufactured. This is the manufactured word in order to create more division in our nation. Okay, has nothing to do with feel good, feel but this is let's lump up a whole bunch of people, a bunch of races into one group and call them Hispanic. And so it's supposed to be celebrating Hispanic month. That's a sickening thought in my mind. Being a Latin American, born American that speaks Spanish, I am insulted by it personally. But nevertheless, my granddaughter was just told that tomorrow is Friday, and that they wanted people to dress up like a Hispanic for school. What the hell is a Hispanic supposed to dress like? I told her maybe go out there naked or something, or put a little, you know, cloth in your privates and walk around. I don't know. Maybe that'll peace them and make them feel good. See, that's the ignorance, and that's the craziness. They divide the nation and the schools, beginning in the schools. I can't believe that they're doing it at her school, honestly. They obviously somebody just didn't think it through, but it's just utter stupidity is what it is. Okay, as much as I love that school, okay, this is somebody's stupid idea, and they are just not thinking right. How does a Hispanic dress, for crying out loud? You got you have any clue how many Spanish speaking nations and countries there are, and how people dress up? Holy crap. Anyway, I lived with that there. Like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching, okay? And God bless you all. Make sure you ask Jesus into your heart, okay? He'll take care of all your issues, because all of this nonsense on TV and government is temporary, and it's irrelevant when it boils right down to it, you know? We can't let that guide our lives. We can only let the Lord Jesus Christ be the guide and be the strength that provides us. Have a great day. We see you guys again. God bless. All right, where do I stop this here? Button. And